Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's that kid Greg back again with another off the cuff video, and this one is actually a review of Sausage Party. So, yeah. Um, if you hear echoes or like the bell in the background, I apologize. I'm on campus right now, and this is the quietest place I can find to record because other like quiet places like the library, which would be ideal, have people studying, and I don't want to go bother them. So that being said, spoilers ahead. So if you have not seen the movie, uh, wait, watch this video another time, or if you don't care about spoilers, go ahead and listen, and let's get on with it. So the movie focuses around a hot dog named Frank, and it's a very so this is a Seth Rogen movie, and it is a very Toy Story-esque situation. It takes place mostly in a grocery store, and the food and other grocery items are aware that they know that they're alive, and they believe that humans are gods who come to choose which ones of them are worthy of being brought into a nirvana slash heaven-esque situation, and they call that the great beyond. So the food items all hope to be chosen to go to the great beyond, and food items that are meant to be in pairs are usually couples, and so they want to go with their love interest from the other pair. So Frank is a hot dog, and he has a girlfriend who is a hot dog bun named Brenda, and they hope to go to the great beyond together. And so, in a freak accident, when being chosen, the shopping cart flips over, and so Frank is separated from Brenda, and she goes off through the store looking for him. And Frank is made aware that the great beyond is not what they are told to believe, what they've been made to believe. And so he goes looking for the truth, Brenda's looking for him, hijinks ensue. Meanwhile, the food that actually makes it out the store, including one of the hot dogs in Frank's pack, realize that they realize that the great beyond is a sham. They realize that they are being eaten, and so Frank's friend, who's this like little deformed hot dog, manages to escape and tries to bring this information back to the store. So Frank himself in the store realizes what's going on, and he searches for evidence of this from within the store. And meanwhile Brenda's looking for him, and she gets assistance from a taco, a Jewish bagel, and a like Arab pita bread, like something like that. It's very, very strange, very weird. But they go looking for him, and the one thing I really like about this movie is that all the characters are stereotypes of something. So Frank is your average Joe kind of guy. Brenda is your typical love interest girl for these kinds of movies. The taco is Hispanic, and like so is all the Hispanic items, so like hot sauce, tequila. Uh, the bagel, the Jewish bagel is Jewish. The Arab bagel is Arab. They're constantly bickering throughout the movie because the Arab bagel, the Arab, I can't even keep them straight. The Arab pita bread feels like the bagel is taking up too much space on the shelf. So it's a very like Israel-Palestine thing going on there. And it's very interesting. And the movie explores a lot of themes like religion and belief without evidence, and why it's okay to want to look for the truth, and all this type of stuff, and like what you can, and like actually the problem that I have with the movie is that it doesn't address what you do when you find the truth that you're looking for. Which, to be fair, like nobody really knows. You know, if you're looking for answers, and that's all you can look for, especially like cosmic level answers like that, who really knows what you do once you find out the truth? And so, and then, like it explores a lot. Like the taco also believes in the great beyond, and she actually falls in love with the hot dog bun, and she feels bad because she knows that she's not meant to be with a hot dog bun because it is taboo, but she can't help herself. So it's very much she's a lesbian taco is what that's what it's going for. So the movie explores a lot of really cool themes, and I think the movie falls flat though on two counts, and one, it never really addresses character development outside of Frank and maybe his friend, the little deformed sausage, who comes and brings back the information of what the great beyond is. Because in the beginning of the movie, that little deformed hot dog he's characterized as a coward, and he's like the B story of the movie, and you see his growth and how he becomes more brave and such, which is interesting. And then Frank, we see like initially all he cares about is being with Brenda, and all he cares about is being with Brenda. And as the movie goes on, he really becomes like obsessed with finding out the truth, and then he wants to help everybody. And of course they end up back together in the end because it's a comedy. They can't leave it on a sad note like that. But other than that, there's not really much character development. The bagel and the pita bread eventually become friends because they bonded over the fact that they know hummus. But it's not really anything significant. And I feel like when they were coming up with this movie, they had all these great concepts and ideas, and they didn't know how to really wrap up those ideas nicely. So they just shoved an orgy into the end of the movie. That's literally how it ends, with an orgy. It takes the term food porn to a whole nother situation. It just ends with an orgy. So a lot of those storylines, a lot of those themes that are like explored and like danced around, they never go in depth, which I guess, it's understandable. It's a comedy. It's not supposed to make you think extra hard. But then the question is, why have those themes there in the first place? That part is, that's the confusing part to me. But other than that, it's a really cool movie. If you just want to see it for a laugh, you can watch it as that. And then if you want to look at it on an intellectual standpoint, where you're like really paying attention to all these little things going back and forth, it's also very interesting. Some of the humor is pretty childish, but I'm not gonna lie, I sometimes have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old, so I laugh my ass off at a lot of this stuff, and it's a good movie. So I'm not gonna do a rating. I don't run that kind of channel, but if you wanna check out the movie, I'd say go for it, check it out. If you don't find like sex humor and stuff like that really funny, you should probably just wait till it comes out on like DVD or whatever, or rent it. But if you like that stuff, if that stuff is what makes you laugh, go see it in theaters. Why not? And another note: do not bring your kids to this movie. This is not Toy Story. It's a similar idea to Toy Story. It's not Toy Story. There's no fun, happy. They curse. They sex everywhere. They do drugs. It is it is not a kids movie. But that is all I had to say for now. Thank you guys for listening so much, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.